Okay, so this is the advanced material on for IA1. Mr. Corbett ate dinner over the weekend, and the cost of the meal was $40. There's a tax, 0.06 tax, and Mr. Corbett left a $10 tip. What was the total cost of the meal? Well, this actually, I'm sorry, this is a percentage here. It's 0.0%, 0.06% tax. Now, to figure out the tax of a number, what you do is it would be the total or the cost of the meal, and then we're going to multiply by 0.06 to figure out what 0.06 is of 40. Now through this video I'm actually going to skip all of the multiplication so it's not too long, and that's going to be equal to 2.4. So this number right here represents what 0.06 is of 40. But, so now we have the three parts. We have $40 for the cost of the meal, we have 2.4 plus, which is the tip, and then we have $10, 2.4 is the tax, and then $10 is the tip. Add all of them up and we get $52.4 is the total cost of the meal. Okay. Problem 2, it costs $120 to plant, one small error here. Please put to plant 4 bushels, and then here plant 5 bushels. 4 bushels and 5 bushels of soybeans. How much does it cost to plant 3/8 bushels? Now, in order to solve this, 4 plants 120. So what we could do is we could figure out how many soybeans it takes, how much it costs to plant 1 bushel. That's our question mark right here. So if it's 4 bushels costs $120, what we could do is 120 divided by 4, which gives us 30, and it's $30. So 1 bushel costs $30. Now, we're on the right track. Another way to write 1 is 8/8, and that makes $30 makes 8/8, or 1 bushel, and we want 3/8. How much does that cost? So let's figure out what 1/8 is of 30, and then multiply it by 3 to get the 3/8. So if I divide 30 by 8, that's going to give me 3.75. So 1/8 of a bushel costs $3.75. Now I just need to multiply it by 3 to give me what 3/8 is, and that is 11.25. $11.25. Okay. Leave this up for a second. Our last problem. The ratio of the area of a circle to its circumference is A over C is 5/1. Is 5/1. What is the circumference of the circle? Well, let's plug in what we know. We don't know a whole lot. We're not given a whole lot of numbers. We do know the formulas of these. I know that the area of a circle is pi r squared, and the circumference is 2 pi r, and that's equal to 5/1. So basically, this is just a complicated solve for x problem, or solve for the radius. Now, pi divided by pi, that's just 1, so those can cancel. So now I have this, r squared is equal to 2r. Now, r squared can be rewritten as r times r, and I'll just put it over again, once again, 2r. Now, I can cancel, r divided by r is 1, so I can cancel one of the r's, which leaves me r over 2 is equal to 5/1. So we know that pi r squared over 2 pi r is equal to 5 over 1. R squared over 2r, I just keep reducing this, and it gives me this. R over 2 is equal to 5 over 1. Now what value of r makes this true? Well, if I put in 10, it's going to make it true. 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 5 divided by 1 is 5. So now when I have the radius, which is 10, I can plug it into the circumference formula. Circumference is equal to 2 times pi times 10. Multiply these together. Circumference is equal to 20 pi. And that's my answer. We've got one last one here, which is given the area of a circle, find the circumference. Now it's not written, it's not typed on it, but it is written here, which is area is 380.13 meters squared. Now here's how I'll solve it. 380.13 is equal to the area, and the area is pi r squared. So it's just solving for the radius. Now, to isolate this r, because once I have the radius, then I'll be able to solve for the circumference. So I'm going to divide both sides by pi. And when I divide both sides by pi, and we're going to use 3.14, that it's kind of a tough division. It's going to be 121.06 is equal to r squared. Now, this isn't exact, because 3.14 is not the exact value of pi, but I know that this is probably, if I divide it by exactly pi, it'd be 121. The reason I know that is this is a perfect square. We need to have some value of r when multiplied by itself gives me a perfect square. 121 is equal to r squared, and the perfect square of 121 is 11. 11 times 11 will be 121. Now once I have this, 11 is equal to r, I'm going to plug it in here. 2 times pi times, 2 times pi times r, so that's 2 times pi times 11, and my answer is 22 pi. Meters, not squared. 22 pi. Now there's an easier way to do it. Instead of dividing pi by pi, which is divided by 3.14, which will take you forever, let's round pi to 3. So we have 3r squared is equal to 380.13. Let's divide both sides by 3. And let's go ahead and round this actually as well. Let's round it to the nearest whole number. I'm just going to round it to 381. It's fairly close. I know that this is going to be divisible by 3 because the sum of the digits adds up to a multiple of 3. 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So 381 divided by 3 is going to be 1, 2, bring down the 8, 6 minus, there's 2, and I get 127. So which perfect square is this closest to? Well, there's 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, all the way down, and there's 121 and 144. It seems like it's going to be closest to this one here. So I know that the perfect square is going to be 11. Now, the reason I know 11 times 11 is 121, but the reason why I chose this is because we did a lot of rounding up here. So we have to make our best educated guess that this is going to be the perfect square. A lot of very difficult math, I went through it very, very fast. You're welcome to pause and rewind as many times as you like, and good luck with these problems. Thank you.